We're here to define what a man is, right?
Responsibility creates struggle, struggle creates strength, and strength creates structure.
How many people care about what people think about them? Be honest.
As a man, you got to be able to protect not just yourself, but your family.
When we talk about being a man, it's your behaviors.
But I don't say any of this to brag. I don't say any of this to gloat my life up or I'm better than anybody.
I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying? And so what I realized was,
you put yourself in a target-rich environment. You are the only woman that paid for a ticket to come to this event.
if you're trying to teach your daughter to be around a certain man and you're not that man yourself, she gonna choose you.
Hey, let me not touch this nigga. He too clean. Where is that on you?
It's not on me.
It's not on you. The only reason why it's not on you is because you didn't choose it.
Find the women who can actually help you build. And here's some deep game for you. You don't have to have sex with all of them.
Since 2016, I've been following Lucario and Miles. Y'all changed my life. Followed by Uncle Ram. So ever since then, I've been getting a little bit of too much ass at times.
You know, as a man, there's a balance to it. Your purpose and pussy. And the heavier your purpose.
Even if you lose the relationship, you don't lose yourself. And that's the most important part.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
What up, people? What's poppin'? What's good? What's good? What is good? We are here. We are here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. So we're about to get into this, man. Today's show, we're talking about why handsome men usually have the worst fucking game. You know what I'm saying? This shit is terrible, man. We about to break it down today. So shout out to Juice Sports ATG Dog Monogamous player in the chat. CTJ4J, my dude. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Juwan C. Jones, Mr. Blue CT Fat John. G Dog is in the building. Mega, tell me now what's popping. Gerato, Javon, what's good? Drew, what's popping with your man? Tony, what's going on? So we about to get into this, man. Oh, actually, before we get into this, guys, I want you guys to remember that the Game Kings 2 Vegas seminar is about to drop soon. Looking for the first week in October, around that time. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to drop that. But before we drop that, you know what I'm saying? Let's look at this teaser trailer real quick. Let's go. Let's make this happen. All right, let's get it going. Let's do it.
I am a motherfucking man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And it's going to be, this is the thing. If you guys are already on the membership, right, you'll be able to watch it on the membership. If you're on Masculine Identity membership or Bad Boy membership, you'll be able to watch it. You understand what I'm saying? ASAP. And if you're not, then what's going to happen is that you guys have to basically, purchase the joint. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, man, the game is heavy. So you guys should make sure you get up on that so that you guys can step up your game, learn what's in the, in the actual seminars. And the documentary is going to be coming out soon too. So you guys have the New York seminar, you got the Vegas seminar, and they're going to have the actual Game Kings 2 documentary when that is out. So it's just game on top of game on top of game to help you guys out there out in these YouTube streets. You feel what I'm saying? All right, so let's get into this, man. So why handsome men usually have the worst game, right? Now, the reason why handsome men, I even hate talking about this like this, and the reason why I'm even saying this or talking about this like this is because I know you guys see on YouTube there's a lot of dudes who have this handsome man game thing going on. And, I wanted to break this down as far as why, guys who rely on the looks have the worst game. Because let's talk about what game is. Game is basically, if we break it down real simple, and I talk about this in Game Kings 1, it's a strategy that you have to get what you want, right? It's a skill set strategy that you implement to get what you want, right? Now, the reason why handsome men usually have the worst game. Now, this doesn't mean if you're a handsome guy that your game sucks. But what I'm saying is that the reason why handsome men usually have the worst game is because what they do is that they rely on their looks mainly to attract women, right? And so what happens is, and then when you rely on your looks mainly to attract women, this is the key and this is the part that you guys don't get, is that let's say, for example, you have a girl that is attracted to you because she's physically attracted to you, and let's say because of that she's sexually attracted to you, right? What's going to happen is this, is if that's the main way that you interact with women, right, that means that you don't actually have any experience interacting with women for real, because what you do is that you get women mainly based off of them checking you out and thinking you're physically attractive, right? And then sometimes it turns into sexual attraction, but it's mainly, they see you as physically attractive. Now, what happens is because you haven't done anything, right? You don't have any experience dealing with women. I'm saying it again. Because you haven't done anything, you don't have any experience dealing with women. And because you have no experience dealing with women, you don't know how to deal with women. And because you don't know how to deal with women, that means that you're going to lose them as quick as you get them. You understand? Because you don't actually have any game, any strategy to really attract and really to pull the chicks and really to maintain whatever you want to maintain in the situation. All right, let me give you guys an example. Let's say I gave you guys a camera, right? And I gave you a Mac laptop, right? I just gave it to you. I said, hey, listen, bro, here's a camera, here's a Mac laptop. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to make me a feature film with this camera. You got the camera, you got the laptop. Go. You're going to be like, what? Like, what do you mean? I don't know how to use this camera. I don't know what these buttons do. I don't know how to use any editing software. I don't know Final Cut Pro. I don't know Adobe Premiere. I don't know that shit. I don't know how to write a fucking script. So you just gave me this and you just expect me to know, right? So what's going to happen is that you're not going to be able to make that feature film, right? Because you have no experience dealing with cameras. You have no experience dealing with editing software. You have no experience knowing how to write a script. You have no experience in editing. You don't have no experience in any of these things. You just got the shit handed to you. So what happens is a lot of times when guys use their looks, what they're doing is in certain situations, they have a situation or a particular chick handed to them based off of the look. They're attracting the woman based off that. Now, this is why a lot of times where you have situations where guys who women will consider good looking, they will get the initial look or the initial attention. And then what will happen is the chick will fall off. She'll say, oh, he was cute till he opened his mouth, or, they'll get with these girls and the girls will play games with them. They'll give them the runaround. Right. And the reason why that happens is because after the woman is, like getting over the fact that she thinks you're attractive physically, she's realizing that there's nothing that's keeping her there. It's all surface level. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why these guys have the worst game is because they try to coast on that. So what happens is that they're just taking the women who might on the front end throw themselves at them because of the look. But what happens is because they do that, they don't have any skill to acquire the women who don't do that. You understand? Because just because this girl thinks you're handsome or good looking doesn't mean that the other girl's going to think you're handsome or good looking. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens when you interact with a woman who is not enamored by your looks? What happens is you can't pull her, you can't get her, and this is the key part that most guys or the guys who adhere to handsome man game won't tell you. Is that what happens is the women generally, now follow me here, the women generally who are going to make it really, really easy for you just based on your looks are a small percentage. I'm going to say it again. The women who is going to make it easy on you just because of your looks is a small percentage. So what happens is there's a large percentage of women who are not going to make it easy based on your looks. So what happens is you might be in a situation where you are attracted to one of those types of women who is not going to make it easy for you on your looks. So then what happens is you can't get that girl because you don't have any fucking skills to pull women. Why don't you have any skills to pull women? Because you were coasting on your looks. This is why I say that handsome men usually have the worst game, because what they do is they go for the low-hanging fruit. They go for the women who, will just have them or is just enamored with them just based off the look. So they think, okay, I got this chick. She's giving me shooting signals. She's checking me out. Okay, so let me try to go in this direction with this chick. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that when you're using that as your main thing, that's when you're going to lose. And then what happens is this, right? Is that you're going to get chicks who are going to check you out, think you're cute, think you're handsome, right? But the ones who are aggressive enough or who are assertive enough to try to get at you, give you heavy choosing signals, usually aren't the women that you like that. They're not the baddies. They're not the women that you see on Instagram that you want to fuck with. They're the average girls from, when you use the whole scale of 1 to 10 shit, these are the girls who are like the 5s or the 6s. Maybe a 7 here and there. Maybe will holler at you or check you out, I should say. But generally speaking, what happens with a lot of the handsome guys is that the only women who are assertive to even make it easy for them are the average looking women. You understand? It's the average looking women. So these handsome guys want the baddies. Guess what they got to do to get the baddies? They have to actually have some fucking game. They have to have tight ass game. You see what I'm saying? Because even though you look how you look, and let's say that girl thinks you're right, she still is going to expect you to come through and see what's popping, to holler at her, to make the shit go down. And if you ain't got no skills to do that, then good luck to you, my brother. That's all I can say. 540 what's popping? Who this?
Yo, what's up? It's Dreadman. What's going on? Return caller.
What up, brother?
Contact Media, right?
What's up?
Yo,
Did you donate?
Yes, sir. Contact Media, right? On PayPal.
Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, that should be it. But let me double check, make sure we got it and all that other good shit. All right.
Yes,
all right. Hold on. I think it's coming up right now. Is what's your first name on there?
Oh, Jay Thomas. Well,
got you. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So what's going on, fam? So what's popping with you, man?
I just want to chime in on this, man. I'm not going to dispute what you're saying, but I kind of want to throw another analogy into it with the whole handsome men game. You follow professional boxing, correct?
Sometimes, yeah, not too much, but yeah, I know it is.
But yeah. All right. But anyway, let's just say that you're a guy like Deontay Wilder. Let's just say that you're one of these professional boxers that's been criticized for not having no in-ring skills, but yet you've been knocking everybody out.
Right.
But you run into a guy who actually knows how to box, and now you're getting embarrassed.
Right.
So I guess I would equate. Yeah, I guess I would equate that to game, or like you run into someone like these guys who are quote unquote handsome men finally running into a chick who knows the game, but then they don't know how to react to that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, well, if I find a formula that works for me, am I going to mess with that? I mean, don't get me wrong, because I don't want to be no one-trick pony either, and that's the point. That's the point you're trying to get across. Is you're trying to make sure these guys are not one-dimensional in their game. Hey, if you got looks, use it. If you got money, use it. If you got a good mouthpiece, use it. Hell, that's the trifecta right there. But that's the thing. A lot of these guys don't have the trifecta.
Right. You still there?
Anything you want to add?
Oh no, I thought you cut out. Yeah. So basically, what it is this. The problem with that is this. And I see what you're getting at. This is the only problem with it, though. Okay, let me give an example to talk about what you're saying. Think about women, right? You ever notice you hear women say they can't find a good man? Right. Now, but we all know that women have access to lots of men, right? Now, what happens is the reason why women say they can't find a good man or they have trouble keeping a relationship and all this other shit is because even though they have access to men generally, or males, you could say, whichever, in that sense, they don't have access to the man they really want. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're complaining about not having any good men, because you say to yourself, well, wait a second, you got a bunch of dudes that's trying to holler at you. How come you can't find a man or keep a man? The reason why is because she doesn't have the skill or know how to do it. So even though she's getting guys giving her attention, she doesn't have the skill or know how to get the actual guy she wants. So this is what happens where a guy's coasting on his looks. He might get a girl here and there checking him out, thinking he's handsome, cute, or whatever, and then that in itself could yield him getting some sex from a girl here and there. The question is it the girl he wants to fuck? And 9 times out of 10, it's not the girl he actually wants to fuck. It's the girl he's settling for fucking. Do you see what I'm saying? So because what happens is, no, because all I'm saying is this, what happens is the guys who rely mainly on the look, the girls that they attract who make it extremely easy based on the look are usually the girls who get an ego boost from getting a guy based on the look. The girls who get an ego boost based on the guy who has the look is the average looking woman, because she still has the hopes that she can get that top tier guy, whatever that looks like in her eyes, based on getting that guy. Whereas the really hot women don't have any trouble attracting or getting or interacting with all types of men. So it's not a big deal for her to get a good looking dude, because to her, getting a good looking dude is a regular day. You see what I'm saying? So therefore what happens is that there needs to be more to that guy that'll make him really attractive to her. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. It's a quality over quantity kind of thing.
Right. And so that's what I'm saying, where, yeah, they can, because he's saying, well, if it's working, then cool. But the problem is it's not working, because what it is that they're getting women, but they're not getting the women they really want. You see what I'm saying? And that's the issue. You see what I mean? Just like the women, they're getting guys who want to fuck them. They're getting guys who are trying to get at them, but they're not getting the guy they really want. So at the end of the day, it's like, are you getting what you really want? And so what happens is a lot of times when you're coasting on something, but you're not really putting in any work, you really don't get what you really want. You see what I'm saying? You get what you settled for in a lot of cases.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's easy for a guy who's an 8 or 9 to smash a chick who's 4s or 5s. That's easy. Talking to a woman who's on his looks level or higher, that's hard, because that's where the game comes in.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, and the game got to come in all facets, but the problem is see, this is the thing. Guys need to be able to use their looks to their advantage. That's all I say to guys. Because guys be thinking, I try to. They're like, oh, you always downplaying the looks. I don't downplay the looks. No, yeah. I downplay when guys try to use looks as the main thing, because then you're setting yourself up for failure. Because the thing is that you need to use your looks with everything else combined. You see what I'm saying? So the problem with a lot of guys is that they're in a situation where they're using their looks as the main thing to attract without putting in any work on themselves overall to be attractive overall, which is why they can't really attract the hotter girls, which is why they can't maintain a situation with a woman, because after she gets over the fact that she's physically attracted to them and then probably sexually attracted to them and want to have sex with them, there's nothing of substance left. Or the flip side is that she sees that he's physically attractive, but then she's like, this nigga's goofy. He don't know how to talk. Yeah. He's a weirdo. He's like a dork. Like, you see what I'm saying? All these things come into account. And then because the guy hasn't worked on his game, because he thinks he doesn't need to, because he thinks it's all about looks. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Exactly. Yeah, that one trick. I mean, that's probably being a one trick pony. That one trick don't work forever.
Right. And exactly. And that's what I'm saying, where, because this is the thing also people got to understand, right? When it comes to, there's a thing where in your life, in every facet of your life, there is going to be something that becomes normalized, or something is always normalized. So what that means is that if a guy, let's say, for example, he's coasting on his looks and he's getting these average looking chicks who's making it easy for him, what happens is that becomes normalized. And then he says to himself, damn, well, I want a chick who's the baddie to come give me the signals. Mm-hmm. I want the chick who's the baddie to make it easy for me, right? But what happens is that it doesn't really occur, and then he's constantly staying in his comfort zone, which is waiting on the average chicks to fuck with him. But then by him getting with the average chicks to fuck with him, he is getting used to that. That becomes his norm, right? But he also he gets used to that shit. And then so what happens is he's still yearning for the baddie. Just like, for example, this is very similar to what women go through. A woman doesn't have a problem getting a man to fuck her. She has a problem getting a man that she wants to fuck to stay with her. You see what I'm saying? So a woman is constantly trying to get a man she wants to fuck to stay with her, right? And I mean stay with her long term, because she doesn't have the skill to get him to stay. You see what I'm saying? That's what she really, really wants, right? But what happens is that she has the idea that she can get a top guy who's attractive and boyfriend material because she always gets these guys who are sexually attractive who wants to fuck her. So she thinks, damn, if I could get this guy I'm sexually attracted to also stay with me, I'll be that bitch. I'll be like, it'll be on point. But she has the illusion that she can get him because a bunch of dudes want to fuck. So the same thing with the handsome man guy. He has the illusion he can get the baddie because the average chicks make it easy for him. So he thinks, damn, I just gotta probably get better looking. I gotta hit the gym more. I gotta, do this and do that. So I gotta do all these things. So eventually I can get the same fucking attention from the baddies I'm getting from this average bitch. The problem is that it usually never occurs. And so he stays in the same cycle. And that's what I'm saying, where his game is the worst because he's not doing anything to actually improve himself. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. And that right there, I'm glad you brought that point up, because that's why a lot of quote unquote handsome men get frustrated when a guy who they think doesn't look as good as them takes their girl.
Exactly.
They look at the average look at like, what the hell is he doing with her?
Exactly. That's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. And see, that thought process comes from them not really understanding the game, because if they understood the game, they would understand exactly why that happens. But see, when they're coasting on looks, because see, again, guys just think it's looks because we look at a chick and we are about the looks mostly. We're like, yo, she's bad. Right. I want to fuck. So they think it's all the way that way with women. Sometimes it is. Sometimes a woman can check you out. Oh, he's fine. I want to, and she's sexually attracted to the guy. The problem is that these niggas, that's why they're so flabbergasted when they see that. They're like, shit, how the fuck, and it's like, the thing is that they'll come to the conclusion like, oh, well, he must have got money and all this other stuff, right? And that's not the case all the time. But see, also even thinking that, see, this is the thing, coasting on your looks is the same thing as coasting on your money or coasting on your status. Anytime you coast on any one particular thing, that's when you're going to lose in the game, because what you're doing is that you're raising up or putting that aspect on a pedestal, and then you forget about all the other parts of the situation. And then when you forget about all the other parts of the situation, that makes you less attractive. Because check this out. Let's say if what makes you extremely attractive, let's just say a few things, like let's say your looks, your appearance, your behavior, right? Let's say your confidence. So let's say you're focusing on your looks, you're forgetting about your appearance, you're forgetting about your behavior, you're forgetting about confidence. So you're throwing all of these things out the window or ignoring them, right? What's going to happen is that a guy who doesn't look as good as you, but he works on his appearance better than you, he has a better behavior than you, he's more confident in you. That means that he has 4 things going for him while the handsome guy has 1 thing. So automatically the other guy who is not as handsome as you beats you. And that's why you see the average dude with the baddie while you sitting there coasting, getting the 4s, 5s, and 6s easily. and that's what a lot of these motherfuckers don't get. It's terrible.
Right.
It's terrible,
all right,
man.
Mr. Locario, it's good chopping it up with you, brother. I appreciate the game.
Yes, sir.
I'll stay tuned in.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, let's go to 202 and then 908. 202, what's popping? Who this?
How you doing? It's Johnny from DC. I donated to your Cash App.
All right. Hold on. Let me see. What's your name on there?
Start with a K and end with an E.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. All right. So what's going on with you? Man?
So I got like a couple questions. I had a question about checking. So,
who?
For example, hello?
Yeah, you say you got a question about what?
Checking.
Okay.
Checking a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like, let's just say, well, my chick, let's just say there's a girl, like, let's just say there's like one of your girlfriends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know girls don't like the feeling of like when a man's trying to control them.
Uh-huh.
So if a girl does something you don't like and then you check her,
mm-hmm.
what does she feel like? Oh, he's trying to control me, or that's being insecure, stuff like that.
No. This is the thing. See, it depends on why you're checking her. You see what I'm saying? And also, it basically, okay, basically, if you're checking her, she understands she's being checked, but also depends on why you're checking her. So the thing is this, it's not about you being controlling, because checking is not about being controlling. Checking is about correcting behavior. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's two different things.
I could give you.
Give me an example.
Okay, an example. Like I had a girl I dated 2 years ago, right? And what she would do is, it's something I didn't like, because she was a talkative girl, but like she was still cool. So when we went to like this little, like, I wouldn't say it's like a party, but it's kind of like a get together, like we're just drinking and chilling. She would be like a business. So after the party was over and like we got together, I was like, listen, like don't be telling everyone my business, because they don't need to be knowing about what I'm doing. And then like after that situation, it kind of ended. So that's what I was thinking, like, was I being too controlling? Should I just
wait? So you said, hold on. So you said you was at a party with a chick, and then she told people your business, and you told her not to tell people your business?
No, this is like my girlfriend. Like,
and how long you was with her for?
I was probably with her for like a year.
Okay, and did you tell her this before the party?
No, this is like the first time she did it. Like I was thinking, like,
see, that was your bad, bro. See, what happened is this, right? You brought her into a situation that she's never been in before without giving her proper instruction on how to act in that situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So she did something, right? So she did something that you didn't like, right? And what happened is that after the fact, you was like, yo, you know, don't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to sound controlling versus you having a conversation with her beforehand so that she knows not to do it and why she shouldn't do it. You understand?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, let's say a week or two before you went to that party, you said, hey, listen, you know, in 2 weeks is this party we're going to go to. I'm going to introduce you to some people, but this is what I need to happen. I need for you to make sure that you can say these things, but don't talk about this and that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't go after the fact and say some shit and try to, you understand what I'm saying? Check it, because checking means correcting behavior. How can you correct the behavior you didn't even tell her that she needed to do?
Right. But is that always the case? Like, what if like one of your girlfriends, like, she did something you're not really feeling? Like, is it okay to check out the fact? Like, listen, like, but
that's what call her. See, this is what I'm saying. That means you don't understand you. So okay. If you you just said if your girl does something you're not feeling, why didn't you tell her beforehand the things you don't feel?
Because maybe I didn't think of that in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Whose fault is that? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
There could be a case where someone like that you're dealing with does something, you're like, like
what? Give me an example. Give me an example.
Let's just say it's your girlfriend and I don't know, that's probably like one of the best examples. Like maybe she just accidentally just said something about you at that party, like, oh, he's been having trouble trying to get a job or something like that. Like,
right, and that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if you know this, right? Because you're saying, well, what if something pop up that I didn't even realize? That's what you're saying, right?
Right. Or yeah.
Right. So then what I'm saying is that if that's the case, right? Well, what shouldn't be the case is you should already know what the fuck you like or don't like, or the type of shit you are cool with or not. That's one thing. But let's say, just take an argument, going off what you said, this just popped up out of the blue. You didn't realize she was gonna say that, or this occurred or whatever, right? What you do is you can't check her on it because you didn't teach her the behavior. So what needs to happen is that in that scenario, right, you could pull her to the side and say, hey, you know, next time we go to an event, I just want you to make sure that if we're having a conversation with someone, just, you know, don't tell her our personal business You know what I'm saying? Because of this, and that, right? But you're telling her you're not checking her on it. You see what I'm saying? But again, you shouldn't have to even say that shit because that shit should have been discussed from the beginning. But the only reason that should be the only way that's going to be discussed from the beginning is you need to understand yourself so that you know the type of things that you accept and the type of things you don't accept.
So basically, you're kind of saying like it's kind of how you come at her, like you came at her like chill, like yeah.
Right, just on some regular shit because now that you tell her on some regular shit, you're not telling her as if you're upset at her or you're trying to check her, because at that point you can't check her because you didn't teach her anything, you didn't tell her anything. So you can't out of the blue be like, yo, I ain't like that you told my business. What the fuck? That's crazy. You can't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? So you can address it and say, hey, next time let's do this and let's not do that. So now if you go to another party again and then she tells your business, then you can check her because you done told her. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. So I was gonna say that like when I thought that was kind of like how you check her. It's kind of like you on some regular shit. Like if she did something, like that's how you check. You're like chill. You're kind of like.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can check her. You're supposed to check on some regular shit. You don't need to curse and do all that other stuff. What I'm saying is you can't check a woman, right? What I'm saying is you can't check a woman, right? Unless you've taught her how to act beforehand, and then she didn't do what you said. This is why you can't even technically check a woman that you just started fucking with, because a woman you just started fucking with ain't your girl. What you need to do is charge it to the game. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if I started seeing a chick for 2 weeks and we just fucking, and she did some stupid ass shit or something that I didn't like, you understand what I'm saying? She's gone. I'm not going to sit there and check her and be like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm not going to tell her anything because all she needs to do now is follow my instructions. So if she follows my instructions over a period of time, and then she's been consistent over a period of time, and I'm vetting her, and then at that point she becomes my girlfriend, then I say, hey, listen, as my girlfriend, these are the things that need to go down, and these are the things that we could do, and so forth and so on. So all of that stuff would have been beforehand. So now if I say to her, hey, listen, I don't want you telling people my personal business, that's type of shit I'm going to tell her before she even becomes my girlfriend, right? Now that she's my girlfriend, she knows. So when we go to the party, she ain't going to say shit. And now if she says shit, then that's when I check her. Does that make sense?
Right. And then like when you checking her in that situation, let's just say you told her before the party and then she still do it. When you're checking her, is your like tone like not like super emotional, but it's like serious, like listen, don't be doing all that, like in that type of voice?
Yeah, just a regular. You don't got it. Just calm. You don't have to be, cursing and doing a bunch of other shit. And the thing is that when you check the situation, right? What happens is that, see, this is the thing. This is how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go. I teach you. You fuck up. I check the behavior, and then you don't do it ever again. And if it happens ever again, you're fired. You're finished. That's how it works.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. And then my second question, this was a topic you talked about maybe like a week or two ago. The topic about like the guy that had a dying wife and she wanted to smash someone else.
Right.
Like one of her ex-wives, right? So on that topic, where it says like love your girl for who she is as a whole, like even things you don't like or do like. For example, let's just say this, for example, like one of your girlfriends, right? Let's just say you like her to rub your feet, and she does it sometimes, but you could kind of tell she's not really into rubbing your feet. Like she may feel like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. But overall, she does everything else that you want her to do. Like she's complying. Like when you say we're going over here, she's going. When you text her, she texts you back and all that stuff. Like, should you check her about, or not check, but should you get mad over the fact like, damn, she ain't rubbing my feet? Like,
no. If she's not rubbing your feet, how the fuck she became your girl? You see what I'm saying? See, that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, you're talking about things. Okay, see, you're saying things that shouldn't even be happening. So if I want my feet rubbed, right, and she's not willing to do it, or she's begrudgingly doing it, and she's like, catching adage, she's never gonna be my girl. That's what I'm saying. Like she's never going to get to that point. So she's gone. I don't care if she's doing everything else great. If she's not doing that, see, it's 100% cooperation, not 92%, not 95%, 100%. And the thing is this, she should want to do that. If she's like, fucking catching an attitude or, I don't want to do it. We're not going to be together because I don't want her doing what she don't want to do. She needs to want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So what you're doing is you're looking for a woman who 100% is about the situation. You see what I mean?
See now I'm a little confused because I remember in the video you're saying like that husband should just let her go fuck the other dude, but wouldn't that be like, let's just say if there were a monogamous relationship and that's something he don't want her to do, but
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say that he should be like, go fuck the guy. I was talking in that video why people have a problem with it. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying that he should. I'm talking about why people have a problem with it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So
what I'm saying is that the reason why people have a problem with shit like that is because people get into relationships and treat other people as objects, as their object, which is why they have the problem with it. Because see, this is the issue with most relationships. Most relationships are not about love. Most relationships are about slavery. Do you understand what I'm saying? And let me break it down. Most relationships is how well can you be my slave without complaining or realizing you're my slave? Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
What makes relationships healthy when it's not about slavery, it's about cooperation. When I say slavery, I mean you're being my object to do what I want you to do for me so I feel good about myself or I feel good about the situation. But the difference between that and cooperation is cooperation doesn't treat a person like an object. Cooperation is I like to do these things and you like to do these things. And the things we both like to do match. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that you would say, if you're saying, well, she don't want to rub your feet, that means we don't match. Therefore, we should not be in a relationship. But if I'm treating her like an object, then it's like, well, rub my feet and I don't give a fuck if you don't like it. And then she'll be my slave because she wants to have a man. Do you see what I'm saying? So she'll sacrifice her own enjoyment to rub my feet and be my slave versus finding somebody else she's compatible with. You see what I'm saying? And that would be me willing to make her my object, i.e. my slave, even though I know she don't like doing that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, and let me, and I get it now. And then I got one more thing too. This is the last. So like, let's just say in a situation, if you're in a long-term relationship, and let's just say your girl does usually rub your feet, but maybe one night you don't want to do it. Is that fine or like?
No.
You just let it.
No. If she see, there's a thing. There's a difference between not wanting to do it and can't do it. That's two different things, right? So like, if she's sick, she can't do it because she has a headache, she got COVID or whatever. She can't even move out the bed. She's like, she just can't do it. Her saying, well, I don't feel like doing it. I don't want it. No, we're done. We're finished. You see what I'm saying? And that's why you do the vetting process, because the vetting process is to see how consistent she is with doing that thing. And she should want to do that, because understand this, her doing it is not for me. Her doing it is for her because she wants to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So you want to have that in mind.
Right. So on the surface, it looks like she's doing it for me, but she's doing it really for her because that makes her happy to make me happy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Understood.
Right.
I get it now. I had with that, but thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. Appreciate the call, man. All right. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right. So let's go to 908. 908. What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
This is Shaq from Jersey.
Well, I appreciate the donation, brother. All right. So let's go with you.
Yeah, I have a few questions, but my first question is there any point in the game where I know you said don't fall into a woman's shit test, but basically what happened a minute ago was that I had rekindled with some girl that I went to school with, and she was a little bit older than me, but I was just doing me, posting everything I'm doing, exercise, workout, and she would like hit me up like my stories and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm learning the game, you know, with my coaches. So let me see what's up with her. So, you know, instead of going back and forth through social media, I DM'd her, told her to text me, asked her, you know, when she free. So we got together, and everything was cool. She, you know, played her part where she was cooperative. We met at the location. I picked her up. She sat wherever I sat and stuff. But here the shit test came in after I was flirting with her back and forth. You know, then she was like, "Oh, I gotta leave early because the babysitter called." Like when I was basically trying to pursue it sexually, she was like, "Oh, the babysitter called and I need to go home. My son misses me." So I was like, "That's just weird too."
Wait, hold on. So wait, so with this girl, right? What did you do? You invited her to your place?
Well, no, I invited her for drinks because you know, I said I want to, you know, catch up. But I was flirting with her everything. I was like, you still look good. You know, I was basically, you know, complimenting her and telling her how attractive I found her and how, you know, we never got a chance to really get together. So I had already set that tone at the beginning.
Okay, and so at what point? Hold on. At what point did she say she got to go back to her kid or whatever?
It was the point where, you know, I was complimenting her. She was giggling. She was laughing. We was getting drinks. You know, then I was touching her, and then she would let me touch her. And then, you know,
wait, hold on. You said she wouldn't let you touch her? Hold on. You said she wouldn't let you touch her?
No. She did. She did let me touch her.
Okay.
So
did y'all kiss? Did y'all kiss?
No.
So you didn't kiss?
No.
Why not?
Because the point where it was getting like hot heavy and I was getting closer and closer, she was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom real quick." And then I was like, and then she came back. And
wait. So this girl. So hold on. So this girl, you said this is a girl you knew from back in the day, or you used to go to school with, or something like that.
Yeah.
And how did y'all get back in contact? You hit her up, or she hit you up? How did it happen?
Well, she was liking a lot of my stories because I post like workout videos and I'd be like outside. I post me like doing shit. She was
okay,
like, "Oh, you look good. You know, look good now. You got the tattoos." And
right.
everything.
And so
you know,
she hold on. So she was liking your pictures and when she was sending you messages talking about you look good and all that other shit.
Yeah, like hearting my stories and all that stuff. So
you hit her up and asked her out to go get drinks.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so now you're on the situation, and you said that you didn't try to kiss her because of what?
No, I was going to after you know she was accepting the touch and everything like that. But I'm saying when I was getting closer.
Hold on, shout out to my dude Miles in the game in the building. Shout out to my nigga Miles in the chat. But so you was okay. So you sitting there. You try to kiss the chick. She goes to the bathroom, right?
Yeah, she's like, "Wait, hold up, my phone's ringing," and I'm like, "What the hell?" And then she comes back and says, "Oh, I gotta leave," and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like we just, you know, get into the nitty gritty of the situation, and then she was like, my son just called me. He said he needs me right now. You know, he don't want to be away from me," and I'm like, "What the hell?"
No, you know, called her some other nigga. Called her. that's why exactly he's saying in the chat. Tyrone called. That's what the fuck happened. So this is the thing. Okay, how long were you on a date for with her?
It was funny though. It was actually like 30 minutes in, and then she hit me with the two. She was like, I was like, what did she say? She said, "Oh, I thought we were just friends."
So wait, she said that to you?
Yeah, because she told me she was just friends because, and then I was like,
when did she say this just friend shit? When did she say that?
When she was trying to leave.
Oh my god, nigga!
I thought we were about to go back to the fight. She was like, "Oh no, I thought we were just friends." And I said, "All right, since that's the shit part."
You see, guys. You see what I said about all you handsome guys trying to coast on your looks.
Yeah, and she was like, I was like, all right, so then if we just friends and you pay for your drink and I pay for mine, and she's like, oh, wow, that's what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, because like you know what I was trying to do. I told you before we came here.
Wait, you said you know? Hold on. You said you know what we trying to do?
Yeah, I was explaining exactly what I was trying to do the whole time.
Well, what'd you say? Huh?
Yeah, I was like, well, I was complimenting her outfit and the way she looked, and I was telling her, you know, I'm like 15, 20 minutes from the location, so you should come back to the spot. You know,
so wait, see, you leaving shit out. When did you say you want her to come back to your place?
After I said all that, and she was letting me touch her, and I was grabbing on her hips and everything.
No. This is what I'm saying. So you told her, right? You want her to come to your spot. You was touching her, and then she ran to the bathroom. That's when she ran to the bathroom after you said all that.
She said my phone's ringing 1 second, and I'm like,
exactly.
Like,
so basically what happened is this ain't no shit, Des, bro. She just don't like you, man. This is a chick who used you for attention. Soon as shit was getting sexual, told me I gotta run to the bathroom. Running to the bathroom means I gotta cut this shit off real quick, and then I gotta bounce. And then when you're about to leave, she tells you, "Oh, I thought we was just being friends." Right?
Yeah, and then the crazy part about it, when I took her home, she was like, she's like, "Oh, you want to go back to the hotel? I'm just, you know, let's do something, you know, in these dark spots." And I was just like, "What the hell?"
Wait. What happened? You said, wait. Hold on. So you say you took her home?
It was like a really weird story.
No. You said you took her home, and then what happened?
Yeah, she was filling up on me, and she's like, "Yeah, let's go back to the hotel," you know. And I was like, "What?" Like I thought that.
No, caller.
Was like,
so caller, when she got into the car and we were driving her home. That's when she said, "Let's go to the hotel."
Yeah, it was raining, and she was like, "No," like basically I was mad at her. I didn't talk to her the whole thing, and she was just like touching me.
You was mad?
Like,
you was sitting there pouting? Caller, I'm okay. This don't make no sense. Didn't she just say I gotta go back to my kid, right?
Yeah.
So then at what point is she talking about going to a hotel?
When we was in the car and I was taking her back, she made him as emergency. I was like, cool, let's leave, let's go.
So then, so
like, oh.
So wait, caller. So it didn't occur to you that this chick is full of shit when she told you she got to go home to her kid, but then all of a sudden y'all in the car, she's like, "Let's go to a hotel."
No, I did. That's why I was like, "Nah, I'm taking you home. Like, I don't care what you say. I'm taking you home."
Man, bro, she's just an attention whore. Keep it moving. That's it. You got she fucked you for your time. That's all that is, bro. And see, the thing is this: you didn't tell her, right? Well, how come you didn't tell her what you wanted to do before y'all met up? You just said drinks. You ain't talk about wanting to take her back to your crib, right? Until you got to the date, right?
Yeah, not until I got to the date, but she was basically complimenting the way I looked. So you look so good now, you know, like, because she basically, like, when she knew that I was, like, nice and stuff, and she's like, "You look different now, you know, you look so," I was like, "You look
so because she complimented you on how you look, and see, this is the problem. This is what you should have did. You should have told this chick, right? When she complimenting you, talking about how good you look, "Oh, listen, I actually look better in my bed naked. So come through so I can fuck this shit out you." You understand? And either one or two things would have happened. She would have said no, or she would have said yes. If she said no, then you ain't have to waste your fucking time and you could have stopped talking to her immediately. If she said yes, right, you could have got her to come to your crib, right? Within the first 5 minutes, you should be getting to it. If she ain't trying to fuck, then you escort her out of your place and tell her to have a good night. That's it. You see what I'm saying? That's why y'all motherfuckers be wasting time. See, this is what I tell you guys. When y'all so indirect and y'all are all over the place, you give women room to play games with you. And that's exactly what she did. How old are you?
29.
29. Oh my God. You almost 30 getting played like this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy, bro.
Can I say the second one real quick?
All right, real quick. Go ahead, because we got a few more calls. Go ahead.
Yeah. The second one is it's kind of similar, but it's with the social media thing, because usually I'm pretty good, but now lately I've been getting social media and on in person. I've been getting like, you know, I tell them what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go back to the spot. Usually they give me a yes or no, but now lately it's been like maybe. And I know you said that we shouldn't try to seduce as women as much as, you know, the ones that's already feeling it. So should I just charge them tricks of the game that they maybe when I tell them what I'm trying to do as far as hook up in person and online?
So do you tell
like,
do you hold on do you tell them this when you're on the phone with them or just on the app, on the Instagram or whatever?
Well, yeah, through the phone or like a video chat, and then like in person.
Okay, so you tell them on video chat. So you hit up a girl on Instagram, get her on video chat, tell her you want to smash, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so she's and then she's like, she ain't with it.
She's like, sounds good. And I'm like, all right, so is that something you're into? And she's like, sound good, maybe, you know.
And
so
how
like
many?
person,
Hold on, let me
I
ask you a question. How many girls you hollered at and you did this to?
A lot. And usually they just give me
no. Give me a number in the past 2 months. How many girls you did this to?
Probably like 200.
Nigga. Stop lying. Hold on. Let me put this shit on. Hold on. We got
Why the fuck you lying?
Are you serious?
Why you always lying? Oh my god.
So
stop fucking lying.
So you had about 200 girls in the past 2 months on the phone or FaceTime telling them to come over, and all of them said maybe or no?
Oh no. Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood the question. No. It just started happening.
So how many girls did you get over to smash? Huh?
Oh.
How many girls you got over to smash?
Usually like this week.
In the past 2 months, you said you hollered at 200 girls. Out of those 200 girls, how many got over to smash?
Okay, yeah, probably like 6.
Okay, so then if you got 6 chicks out of the 200, what are you complaining about?
Nothing. I just want
this nigga, man. Listen. You're doing the thing and you're getting chicks. So what's the issue? That's what? 3 chicks out of every 100, bro? Come on, son. You good. What are you talking about? Just keep doing what you do, bro. Like, why? That's what I'm saying. If you're doing that, why would you waste time taking this other chick out and getting drinks with her and doing it? Why don't you just do that with her the same way you did with all these 200 other chicks? What happened? Huh?
That was just an old scenario. That was an old scenario.
What was the old scenario?
The one I was talking about with the drinks.
When did that happen?
Probably like a year and some change ago.
So you talking about something that happened a year ago? Why? What was you in love with this girl? What's going on?
Just trying to analyze how. Just trying to analyze how much better I got since.
Nigga, just keep listening. Just keep doing what you're doing. Holler at them chicks on Instagram. Tell them to come through. You got it. You got a 3% average. You good. So you know every 100 chicks you holler at, you get 3. You'll be fine. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Well, I appreciate the call, my brother. All right, let's go to, because we got a lot of calls on here. Let's go to 832. 832. What's popping? Who this?
Chilling. This is Jay calling in from Texas. I donated to the Miles joint.
All right, that's what's up. I know you donating to Miles and shit. So what's going on?
Man, chilling, man. I would love to find out which, those YouTuber guys are talking about this handsome man gang, because I like to hear it. Because if they're just talking about get dressed up and work on your body and your handsomeness is going to attract the choosing signals, I would love to just hear how that works, because ain't no girls, unless they're giving game as far as like walking her proximity, make eye connection, blow a kiss to her. Like I have to hear it, man, because I want to see how does that magic work 100% of the time.
But that's the thing. There's no such thing as handsome man game. That's the thing that these. See again. Listen. Let me break it down. See, just on a logistical level, there's no such thing, because check this out. every man could say he's handsome, right? So if every man says he's handsome, then it cancels out and we're just back to the game, right? Now, if it's based on what women are saying, then you're making the game about women, and we know the game ain't about women. So then what the fuck is the handsome man game about? You see what I'm saying? Then on top of that, a guy who considers himself handsome, or even a woman considering that guy handsome, still has to do the same thing every other nigga get. And when you're handsome or you're good looking, all you get that's different is you might get a woman looking your direction quicker. That's it. After that, that's where it ends. So you still have to do the same shit that every other guy. You still got to talk to the girls. You still got to approach them. You still got to be able to maintain the situation. You still got to be sexually attractive. You still got to fucking, be confident. You still got to have the behavior of a masculine, confident motherfucker. You still got to know how to dress. All of these things you still got to do. So what is this thing where you're handsome and now all of a sudden the rules change for you? Now you got to do a whole different thing called handsome man game. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. I never. I mean, I can understand certain guys getting women like that, but my thing is, I guess they're trying to eliminate the whole initiated conversation. They like I guess they may say P. Diddy or Chris Brown don't got to do nothing. I don't think that's 100% true. I can understand it to a certain point, but they still got to do something.
No, and this is the thing. That's the point. You still have to do something. So what happens is it's not about the fact, because you can take this to any concept. You can say rich man game, famous man game, status man game, whatever the fuck you want to say. Either way, you still have to interact. You still have to maintain. You still have to be consistent. You still have to do the things in order to make stuff happen. Now, what happens is this, right? See, the thing about being handsome, right? That is the funny part about that is that that's the most subjective thing, when it comes to this. See, I could understand if niggas who were famous was like, damn, I might need a different, a little something different because I'm famous. Because you being famous is something that makes you a little bit different as far as surface level is concerned than the average guy, right? So what happens is, like, let's say somebody like P. Diddy or Chris Brown, they got other shit they got to think about, like, oh, what if this chick try to accuse me of something so she can get money out of me and shit like that. Like, that's something that the average dude don't have to think about. But either way, Chris Brown or P. Diddy still needs game in order to navigate so that they can live the type of life they want to live and deal with women in a certain way that's going to be beneficial to them. So it all boils down to game. The problem is they're trying to nitpick and try to do all these things and try to separate the game into these little aspects. I'm like, no, that doesn't work that way. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they trying to sell that you don't need no game so they can quote unquote, I guess, I don't know. It just sounds weird that you don't need the courage to go over there and have something to say and something to be about, and if you want to follow where you want to go after you give her the question. Like, I don't, it's just funny, man. And at the end of the day, if you are Chris Brown, somebody from your team has to go tell the group of girls to come in your section because y'all doing X, Y, and Z. Somebody's doing something because I don't think you want just anybody in your section or anybody coming around your circle. Something has to be done, and I feel like that's some parts they're leaving out. But at the end of the day, I feel like you still need the game. You still need to believe in yourself. You still got to do something. And as long as you keep saying that shit, I'm always defend that shit because you got to do something.
Right.
That's like somebody saying all you got to do is if you want to start a YouTube channel, just upload a video in the dark and you're going to get 1 million followers.
Right.
No, bro.
Exactly.
It's not.
Right. That's right. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So let's go to 609. 609. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's up, Macario's Rudy 22.
What up? Did you donate though?
Yeah, I donated to you, Diallo.
All right. Hold on. Let me double check. Okay. I see it. Appreciate it. All right. So what's going on with you, man? What's popping with you?
Hey, what's up, man? First of all, I got 2 questions as well. I'm going to try to make this quick. But first, I wanted to go on the topic. Guys got to understand when it comes to being handsome, girls need handsome guys all the fucking time.
Exactly.
Every day. All the day DMs and shit. Like they always do that. And what the thing about girls is, game plus your looks is what's really gonna make her attracted to you. So it's like your looks can only get you so far. It's like if you have it's like a car, right? If a car looks good on the outside, but in the inside the engine is fucked up, it don't fucking work. And
Right.
looks is meaningless. So looks can only get you so far.
Real talk.
So that's the first thing I say. So my first question is Lucario, right? Like you always say, like go with girls that are like super cooperative, and I totally agree with that, right? My question is though, right? You said it's times where you feel me, if your game is tight enough, you could get a girl to go from, you feel me, being a little bit, resistance a little bit to fully cooperative, depending on if you know what to say in your game, right? But my question to you is, right, from your experience in life and dating with women, do you think as a man you should only go for women who fully cooperate from the get-go, women who you don't even have to say too much in order to fuck with you?
Yeah, well, the thing is, that's the main situation. Like, see, if you go for, okay, this is the thing. If you hollering at a chick, right, and she is kind of like giving you a little bit of resistance, you can still get that girl. You can still fuck that girl. That girl could probably become your girlfriend, all that other shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that understand that woman she started out having medium interest in you, which means that she's not starting from a place of high interest, which means that if she gets with you or interacts with you, right, there's a form of settling that happens in that situation. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is why I tell guys to focus on women who have high interest from the jump, because what you want is a woman who recognizes how valuable you are from the jump, which is going to show it in her character and in her actions of how she interacts with you. Because she's like, damn, this guy, he's so on point. I want this to work. I don't want him to toss me to the side. I don't want him to not call me again, so forth and so on. So what happens is that when a woman gives you resistance, right? The resistance is saying, I don't see you as that guy, which means that she doesn't have that thought process of, oh man, I don't want to mess this up, because she's already messing it up, essentially. Meaning that if she's acting resistant, I could just say, all right, fuck it, I'm gone. Right? So what happens is that her being resistant is basically her saying, I don't give a fuck if I mess this up. What type of guy does a woman not care about messing shit up with? A guy she's not what? Highly interested in. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that when a woman is giving you that energy, I'm not saying you can't seduce her, you can't, get shit popping if she's on some resistance shit or she has medium interest. I'm just saying that go into it knowing that this is a situation where you're dealing with a woman who does not have high interest in you. So it's already started where she doesn't have high interest in you. So what happens is that she started settling. Do you see what I'm saying? And if she started settling, even if she starts to, get more invested in you and all that other stuff, she can start to like you more. But understand what happens is that the fact that it took more work to get her to like you more means she settled in the first place. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, right.
I ain't gonna lie. On that point is like when you're dealing with medium interest women, what I peeped throughout my life with getting women is they do just enough. It's like a person that hates his job.
Right.
He'll do just enough to stay there, but he ain't gonna go above and beyond.
Exactly.
To like really be good at the job, because he don't give a fuck about that place. He's just there to get what the fuck he was.
Exactly.
If a guy loves his job like you do, you're willing to go all above and beyond. It's the same thing with a woman. If she really wants you, she's gonna go above and beyond.
Exactly.
Like it makes sense. I didn't look at it from that perspective until you said what you said, man.
Right. That's a fact. And that's the thing is that once you get more women, or you experience more women who have high interest, when a woman is being resistant, it becomes like a joke to you, because you're like, wait a second, like I know what it is for a woman to be 100% about it. I know what it is for a woman to show her or put her best foot forward. I know what it is for a woman to actually, do things when I say for her to do things without any resistance or her being combative or any of that type of stuff. I already know this because I had this done multiple times after time. So if I'm hollering at a chick and I say, hey, meet me here at the so-and-so, and she's like, well, you got to pick me up first because I'm not trying to go all the way out there. We're finished. I don't know. Why would I continue to talk to you when I know the only reason why you're saying this is because you're not really that interested? So why would I continue to really go after a woman who I know is not that interested like that when I can just toss her to the side and then find a woman who's more interested from the jump? You see what I'm saying?
That totally makes sense. And one last thing, I'm gonna say one last quick thing before I go.
Mhm.
Like, you're right. I don't smash high interest women that went above and beyond, and even I smash medium interest women by being good at talking. But you know the one thing I noticed with all those medium interest Lucario, those will always, even if they don't let me, right? Those will be the main bitches that would not want to give me head and shit. Like that is the one.
Right.
That is the one thing I peeped OD because I done smashed a couple of women where they didn't want to give me head. And I'm like, damn, why did this bitch want to give me head? But when I look back, when I first met her, she was giving me resistance from the jump.
Right.
So I shouldn't really be surprised that she's giving me resistance from the now. Because that's what guys got to understand is, it's how you start is important. It don't matter how long you be with a medium interest bitches, bro. It will always be resistance in every part of the relationship.
Right.
And it's nothing but fucking headache. Like that's what I peeped, bro. Because I was in a relationship with a girl who had medium interest, and it was resistance from the jump. Everything, like he put everything that happened in her life above me, and it was awful. Yeah, thank you for saying that, bro. Because high interest bitches is the way.
That's a fact. I'm telling you, that's how it go. And see, the thing is, dudes, if dudes notice, if I'm telling you, notice this, guys, if you fuck with a chick who's giving you resistance from the jump and you happen to continue to deal with her, you're gonna notice more resistance in the relationship. You're gonna notice that, okay, you went out with this girl, you might even hit it the second or third time you mess with her, whatever, and then you trying to hit her up again, and you're gonna start to see more of that resistance rear its ugly head here and there. You understand? Be like, yo, come through the, oh, well, I don't know, because blah, 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 this, or, oh, why you want to do that? And why can't we? Like, you're going to start to see that more and more because remember, see, this is the thing, right? The reason why women, and I want y'all to follow this, I want y'all to understand this. The reason why women who have medium to low interest will continue to deal with you is because if you keep persisting, right, and you keep trying to get at her, you're trying to seduce her, you're doing all this other stuff, the part of you getting at her and being consistent with her, she likes that because you're displaying consistency, which is what most women can't get from men. So she's like, ooh, he must really like me because, you know, he's coming after me. He's trying to make it happen. He's being consistent. So that's attractive to her, which is your consistency. But the problem is that simultaneously, she's being reminded that she's settling, which is why the resistance keeps happening. So she likes the fact that you're consistent, but at the same time, she doesn't really like you that much. So what happens is a lot of times it may seem like, oh, you know, her interest in me is raising. Yes, her interest in you because you're consistent. That's why her interest is raising, because she likes the consistency, but she doesn't really like you like that, because if she liked you like that, she wouldn't be resisting from the jump. If she liked you like that, there wouldn't be no resistance. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing that can happen. You could have a woman who's highly interested in you at first, and then over time, because you're inconsistent, resistance can happen. You see what I'm saying? So your inconsistencies can cause resistance to happen with a woman who initially had high interest in you, right? But generally speaking, if we're talking about a woman who's resistant from the jump, it's because she's not really that into you. And if you persist, your consistency is a thing that keeps her there. But at the same time, she's still resisting because she still doesn't like you in the first place like that. You see what I'm saying?
That is so true, bro. And niggas look at it like I'm still like medium interest, but yeah, but I'm still hitting that.
Right.
Yeah, you're hitting that, but you gotta work so hard to hit that.
Exactly.
Do no crazy shit. She's not gonna do what you really want her to do throughout your life. So, at the end of the day, when you deal with a medium interest bitch, all you're really telling yourself is, I'm not good enough to get what I really want.
Exactly.
So
that's a fact.
So, yeah, thanks for this call, man. It's always good talking to you, Lucario. I
Yes,
love
sir.
calling in. The game is always heavy. And one last thing, guys, get on the membership, damn it.
Facts. Real shit. Real shit. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, so let's go to, I think it's monogamous player 713, and we're gonna go to 404 after monogamous player. So monogamous player, what's popping? What's going on, man?
Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Car? You already know that I donated.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on?
Nah, Mr. Cario, man, I'm just being honest. This is a great topic, and it also ties into what I'm about to say. It also ties into the Money Game show from earlier today, right? And you're talking about handsome game or looks, money, and status game and stuff like that. But a lot of guys don't realize that all of this stuff is really generic because any guy can have it.
Right.
So do you really stand out, right? But a lot of guys don't realize this, and this is why a lot of guys be appalled that average-looking guys or below average-looking guys still can get the baddies or can still get, draw attention in the room, right? A lot of guys don't realize that being socially inviting and knowing how to network, right, is very, very attractive to women, and it's very, very attractive to people in general,
right?
Because even what y'all was talking about in the money show, right? Like for example, like me with my job, I'm a teacher, of course, right? But let's just say in 3 years from now, I eventually want to move beyond the classroom into a more of a leadership role, right, within the district, right? So of course, there's two ways you can do it. Of course, if you go to those roles, even though I have a bachelor's, you might need a master's, right? But there's another way, right? And the other way is through networking. So over the summer, because I eventually want to do that, over the summer when I was doing those camps, I made sure that I conversed, and even this small talk, I made sure that I conversed with the different people that was over the camps because I knew that these people were the different administrators at these different schools.
Right.
So if they didn't know me and I put my application in, right, I'm just like everybody else put a degree with a certification. But because me and these people have face value, right, it hits different. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, handsome game. Yeah, it can work if a girl just really feeling you and she just want to go that route because you just that handsome. But what if you run across a girl that say, okay, you handsome, but that don't mean shit because I'm used to handsome guys.
Right.
Then what? So it's all about, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, man. It's all about, can you really set that vibe and can you really converse with people? You see what I'm saying? So all I'm trying to say is, I feel like knowing how to talk, knowing how to network is very, very attractive to me. Because last thing I want to say, Mr. Carter, there's been some times where I just been around women, right? Or just been around people, and I'm just doing my thing, just being me, right?
Right.
And I didn't even realize that it was a girl that was feeling me. You know what I'm saying? And I found out later, but I wasn't even focused on her while I was just being me. You see what I'm saying? So, but because I was just being social, she felt my vibe. You know what I'm saying? So being social and knowing how to vibe always outweighs a handsome man game. So that's all I want to say, Mr. Cario. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. That's what's up. Shout out to Monogamous. So let's go to 404. 404 was popping. Who this? 404.
Yeah, man. It's Z from Atlanta, man.
What up? What's going on, brother? Did you donate?
Yeah. Shit.
What's in it?
Be AN. Do you see it? Yeah, I'm gonna just say AN.
AN. Do you donate on Cash App or PayPal?
Yeah, Cash App.
Cash App. Yeah. I got you. I appreciate it. That's what's up. All right. So what's going on? What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. It's got two questions for y'all, and I know you had a long show and things like that, but as you progress in the game, does that make it harder for finding a woman that to actually like really kick it with, not fuck, just really like be with as you progress in the game?
What do you mean be with though? What you talking about?
Like a girl or a wife or something like that. As you understand and learn the game more, and you understand yourself more, isn't it harder to find a woman that aligns with what you want as a man?
No, not at all. Not at all. It actually makes it well. This is the thing. So it makes it easier because you know what you want. So therefore, all that needs to happen is that the woman that you're dealing with or you're interacting with, right? She needs to line up with that, or she needs to step her shit up to line up with that. So the problem is the opposite makes it harder. When you don't know what you want and when you're all over the place, what happens is that you'll attract a bunch of different things, but then you have a bunch of fucked up situations. So you might be able to, on the front end, get a bunch of shit going, but on the back end, it's all fucked up. Whereas when you have game and you know what you want, right? On the front end, you're gonna charge some women to the game because they ain't about it. But what happens is that overall and on the back end, you'll actually get more of what you want. Because the reason why you get what you want easier is because you know what you want. So it's easier for you to match up with what you want. You see what I'm saying? Versus if you don't know what you want, you get a bunch of shit, and a lot of that shit that you get is stuff you don't want. You see what I'm saying? But that's why we tell you guys you have to understand your identity. That's why we tell you guys you got to understand yourself and know who you are. So when you start fucking with chicks, what's going to happen is this. If a woman has high interest in you, right? What she's going to do is that she's going to be like, oh shit, I want to stick with this guy, right? So she's going to say, hey, do I have the ability or the qualities that he's looking for? Yes, cool. Now I can be an asset to him. So I'm going to show him that. I'm going to prove to him that I should be here. Right? If she doesn't have those qualities, she's going to eliminate herself out of the situation. So sometimes what happens is women charge themselves to the game because they know that they can't live up to what your standard is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that I agree with you completely. But what you just said in that, and then I'm gonna go to my next question. What you just said in that was, you're able to see things easier. So a person that don't know what they want is gonna be harder.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. How many women out here are actually some real stump down, fly ass like chicks?
Right, but that's the thing. You turn them into that though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So a woman has a core base of what she likes, what she's into, and all this other stuff, right? You as a man, this is why as a man, you upgrade a woman, which means that you introduce her to other things that she may not have even known because she's never really met men before. She's met a lot of males, a lot of goofy niggas, a lot of niggas that don't know what the fuck is going on. So what happens is that if she's coming on the baseline of, you know, hey, I like these things because this is what I'm into, and that's how she is, right? And that matches up, like, you know, when they say, oh, we have a vibe, we got chemistry and all that other shit, that's just the baseline. Like, we just get along. That's cool. The fact that we get along and she's highly interested means a lot of times that she ends up opening herself up to be coachable. And so the coachability is what turns the woman into that type of woman. Do you see what I'm saying? So what happens is because she wants to stay, she's going to adhere to what is going on with your program. Do you see what I'm saying?
I got you on that. I agree with you. That's okay. And I'll move on to my other question because I don't want to, because you about to end the show. So, but it's something in there that I want to say, but I'm gonna just leave.
No, go ahead, keep going. We got time. Go ahead. We got time. Go ahead.
What you saying about coachability?
Mm-hmm.
It's going for. Well, I'm gonna just say it's a certain threshold to that for a lot of women, and like I want your like opinion or what you know about it when it comes to these women. Like, how many women you think are actually going to cooperate with you? Just you, like you, Lucario.
Mm-hmm.
How many women are going to cooperate with you on that level?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if the woman is highly interested, right? Okay, check this out. Check this out. Think about this. Because I want you to just really clearly get what I'm saying. Let's say you have a person, right? And they're applying for a job, right? Now, let's say usually this person makes $100,000 a year, right? At their last job, they made $100,000. The job before that, they made $80,000. The next job they made, you know, before that one was probably like 115, whatever, right? So now they come to this job and they say, hey, listen, you know what? I like you. You seem like a very hard worker. We have this other position I think you would be better for. And the salary is going to be $1 million a year. So you're going to make $1 million a year. But the thing is, you know, there's this program that you need to learn how to do. Now, if you can learn this program, we will hire you and then you will be making $1 million a year. Right? So now, because the person is highly interested in making $1 million a year, they're like, you know what? shit, they talking about I need to learn this shit. I'm about to learn this shit because I want the $1 million a year. So I'm gonna cooperate and I'm gonna do what I need to do to get this going. So at first they're probably like, man, I'm not really that interested in learning this program, but shit, $1 million a year sound that's crazy. I want that. So yeah, I'll take 3 weeks to learn this program so I could get hired. Right? It's the same thing with women. You're asking, well, how many women are going to cooperate? The women who are going to cooperate are the ones who want the position. Do you see what I'm saying? When they look at you and they say, damn, I want to be a part of that nigga's program because they're like, I want to be a part of his shit because that nigga is so on point that I don't want to be going back to these $100,000 year jobs. I'm about to get $1 million. So the thing is, when she sees value in you, when she sees that much value in you, that's when they cooperate. You see what I'm saying? If she don't see value in you, she's not going to cooperate. Or if she feels that she can't live up to the standard, she's not going to want to fuck with it. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that because you're that high quality, you're going to get more and more and more and more women that want to be around the situation. Now, whether this woman makes it or that woman makes it, that's up to them. You see what I'm saying? That's up to them if they want to cooperate or not. And if they don't want to cooperate, then peace out. If they do want to cooperate, cool. But you're going to always have that abundance of women if you're that nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're asking how many women is going to cooperate with that, I could run through 15 chicks who's not really cooperating with that in the sense where they can't actually be consistent. And so the 16th chick will. But the problem is, though, or I should say this, is that it doesn't matter because there's still other chicks in the running. So you're never going to run out of women when you're that guy. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I mean? That's why I said it's easier because you get to do all these other things, excuse me, plus you get the other women who come around who is fit for the position. You see what I'm saying?
Got you. Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, cool. You had said something in other lives, and I just wanted to really bring that home. But the next question is, and pretty much like the old saying is, you too smart for your own good.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have too much? I ain't gonna say too much game, but I'm saying, can't you should you play possum with certain women just to sleep with them? Should you express how good you are at doing what you do? Because when how my mind works and how I think about it is, when a chick see that you too smooth with your words, you charismatic, you dress yourself well, everything, she can tell you got a little bit of money to you. Everything is just you sharp at the mind.
Right.
Everything with they feel like what I get from it, they feel like you trying to play them because you so on point. So they feel like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, fuck this guy. You see what I'm saying? So I want to know, should you play possum and just be playing like you don't know or say something here? And you see what I'm saying? What's your whole take on that?
No, because again, this is when you do that, that's you making a game about the women, bro. This is what I'm saying. Never dumb yourself down. Never pretend to be some other shit. Don't do this. The thing you're gonna have to let those chicks go. Do you see what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you have an abundance of women, then it don't matter. That's what I'm trying to say. You won't even give a fuck. See, let me explain something to you. See, okay, check this out, right? I remember there was it was at one point I was fucking with on a consistent basis 9 chicks at one time. That's a lot. You feel what I'm saying? To the point where, there was chicks that I was fucking with and I said, yo, I can't see you until 2 weeks from now. Cause I got other chicks I'm fucking with, plus I got work and all the other shit I got to do. So I had to schedule shit 2 weeks in advance. You understand? So what I'm saying is there's never an amount of women, there's never a loss of women because there's so many. And so what I'm saying to you is that why would I need to do that to fuck a chick when I already have so many chicks to fuck? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make a sense. So what I'm saying is the question you're asking is coming from a mindset of scarcity. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're like, man, well, maybe I should do this to fuck her. But why would you say that? You would say that because you feel you need to fuck her. Why? Because you don't have other chicks to fuck. If you had other chicks to fuck, you would never even think about that. You'd be like, nigga, I need to find time to fuck all the chicks I can't even fuck. So why would I need to pretend to do this to fuck this other girl?
You see, that's what you're saying. I understand what you're saying on that. What I'm saying though is, you might want to just fuck that particular chick.
Why?
Or whatever that.
Why? Why? Give me a reason.
That's
Give me a
what you
reason.
want to do.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Give me the reason why that particular chick.
Because you might just have an affinity for the chick. I don't know.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to the root of your question. What is it about her that you have an affinity for? Like what makes her so special?
Shit. She shaped the way that you like.
Okay, so if she shaped the way that you like, don't you have 5-6 other girls shaped that same way?
No, you might not.
Okay, and then if you don't, then what does that say? That's what I'm trying to say. If she got the shape that you like, but you fucking with 5 or other 6 girls who don't got that shape, why are you fucking with those girls who don't got that shape? Why aren't you fucking with other girls who got the same shape?
Because it may not work out like that all the time. Like every chick that you like, okay, at least for me, every chick that you deal with is not going to be fine like the way you envision in your mind. Now,
right, but and how do you get chicks to be fine how you envision them in your mind?
You gotta go out, but that's
but what?
What you like is not gonna be just for, at least for me, what I like is not just in mass. I like a certain type of shape and a certain type of look.
So
and
wait, so you like thick girls, right?
Not necessarily thick. I mean, yeah, thick, but not like, I don't like, say like, I like a real, like, I like it to be in shape. I like it to be a flat stomach or abs.
Okay.
I like a nice back. Now, I know that's gonna sound strange, but I like a nice back. I like a pretty face, pretty teeth, nice, pretty feet.
So you trying to tell me? So you trying to tell me that one particular girl is the only chick out there, out of the billions of women?
It's not. But I'm just saying that the type of chick, physically, and then on personality wise, and plus that's gonna follow the program. That's.
But how she gonna follow the program when you said you gonna try to switch it up?
That's all.
You see what I'm saying? See that's what I'm saying. Where you're all over. See, the thing is, bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you. The mindset is causing you to look at it that way and think about it that way, which will cause you to take action that way, which will cause you to not be able to get what you actually want. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. You saying, okay, I want this type of chick, right? The type of chick you're describing, right? You can find multiple women like that. So what I'm saying is that if you was focusing on getting those women and making shit happen with those women, you may not get that one particular girl, but you'll get the equivalent or even better. So what I'm saying is, why can't you just get the equivalent or even better?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
But see, that's the thing. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe you could do it, though. That's the problem.
No, I do believe you could do it, but it's just not even that many bitches like that. You like, I'm explaining. I'll try to explain it to you. It's not even that many bras out here that's really like that. Maybe I need to go to a different.
So wait. Okay, let me ask you a question. So the type of girl you describing, have you ever had that chick before?
Yes.
Okay. How many of those type of chicks you had before?
4.
So you have 4 chicks like that, and you're trying to tell me that you can't get women like that? You just said you have 4.
I can, but the thing about it, like I just said, is few and far between. Like you gotta really, like how you be saying the number thing.
So where they at now? Where they at now?
One of them, I just stopped dealing with one of them.
Why?
One of them the other one got a boyfriend. The other one moved to Houston, and I don't know, for some reason the other one we just fucked a couple times and that was it.
Okay, so then why can't you just get more of those chicks? You act like the chick you talking about don't exist. There's like 7 of them on Earth, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, man, I got you. I feel you,
like, come on, man. This nigga.
But that's all. I just wanted just to know if I should just play possum, but you
No.
think, just be completely yourself.
No, be you, bro. Because this is the thing. Think about what you're saying, man. Think about what the fuck you're saying. You're saying, should I change who I am for the woman? That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying
That's exactly what you're saying.
I did not say that. I just said just don't give too much. Just pump the brakes. That's what I'm saying.
Don't give too much as far as what? What is it giving too much? What are you giving too much of?
Like, okay, what I get from a lot of women is, not all women, but just a lot. They be like, you not humble. They can feel it on me. I'm not even really doing too much. They be like, you not humble, you arrogant. And I be looking like,
yeah, because they're not interested in you. They're not interested in you. That's why they're saying that. They're saying that. Huh?
Okay.
No. Check this out. Check this out. They're not interested in you. The reason why they're saying you're too arrogant and you're not humble enough is because those are the women who would have tried to use you. So you're in a situation where you're probably dealing with women who you're sexually interested in them. You want to hook up and you know exactly what you want, and they know they can't manipulate you. But the only guys women want to manipulate are guys they're not interested in. So you're just talking to women who don't like you in the first place.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Right. That's why they saying that shit. A woman who's interested in you ain't gonna talk that shit. She would love the fact that you arrogant and all that other shit. She would love every fucking thing you talking about, saying, and doing, because she want to be a part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. Do you think a woman could be sexually attracted to you, but she don't want to sleep with you?
No, that doesn't happen. That's impossible. That's an oxymoron. If she don't want to sleep with you, she's not sexually attracted to you. There's no such thing as a woman who, if a woman ever tells you, yeah, I'm sexually attracted to you, and I really like you, turn me on, and I really am interested in you, but I just don't want to have sex now. I want to get to. That's bullshit. She's not sexually attracted to you. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that. I understand that part. What I'm saying is, like okay, because they feel it's like an archetype they might have in their mind about who you are and what type of guy you are.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that they have in their mind about who you are, them guys played her or did whatever to her, and she feel a way about it. Now she's trying to put you in that category, so she might think that you are sexually attractive, and you the guy, but she has some other issues going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not that sexually attracted to you, because if she was that sexually attracted to you, she would still fuck you and risk getting played. Do you see what I'm saying? So I tell you guys this all the time, bro. It's fear and desire. Think about this. You ever know when a person's on a diet and they like, damn, I shouldn't be eating cheesecake, and then they fucking go into the fridge at night, the refrigerator at 12 midnight, and go fucking eat the cheesecake. They know they shouldn't eat the cheesecake, but what do? They still eat the fucking cheesecake. Why? Because they can't help themselves. They desire it. So their desire outweighed their discipline. So even if a woman's like, damn, this last nigga, last nigga that I was with, he was sexy as hell and we fucked and he just tossed me to the side, and now, this other sexy motherfucker's coming through. Man, you know what? I shouldn't fuck him because the last time, but goddamn, he's so fucking fine. Oh my God, I want to get this nigga's dick. That's what happens. She'll still do it again if she's that sexually attracted to you. If she can withstand not fucking you, she is not that sexually attracted to you. It's that simple. If she fucks you, she couldn't help herself because she was that sexually attracted to you. It's like it's like a fucking crack addict. Like, it's like she can't help herself. If she can help herself and not do it, that's not because she's disciplined. It's because you're not that sexually attractive to her. That's how it works. This is what I try to tell you guys. So whenever a woman is, oh yeah, I really like you and I'm really into you, but I just right now, she's not that sexually attracted to you because she can withstand. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fact that she can withstand means that she can take it or leave it. The fact that she has the ability to leave it means that she's not that sexually attracted to you. You're not that guy. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so black and white. Y'all don't even want to. I'm telling y'all get confused because y'all think women are like, oh, but kind of, maybe, sort of, and all this other stuff. They play in that area, but in reality, if she wants to fuck, she gonna fuck. If she can be like,
I can agree.
right. If she's like, oh, I can, we can get to know each other. That's because she's not that into you.
I can agree with that. Okay, I guess I'll just go with that and see how that works for me. But,
all right.
But yeah, well, go ahead. What you said? I didn't hear what you.
Oh, no. I was gonna say you good. I was gonna say anything else you wanted to ask.
No, that's it. It's just, man, how you put it. I mean, I can agree with that. Yeah, she don't want to fuck you. That means she really don't want to fuck you.
Right.
But it's just like
it ain't got nothing to do with her logically sitting there saying, well, the last guy I had sex with, he was as smooth as this other guy, and so I should, it's logically makes sense that I shouldn't have sex with this guy because he might fuck me over and break my heart again or make me feel some type of way. Even if she's thinking that, her body, you understand? Like, this is the thing. When you fucking with a girl or let's say this times where you could be talking to a woman that you're so sexually attracted to, you haven't even touched the woman, but your dick is hard just talking to her. You understand what I'm saying? So a woman can get wet just by talking to a nigga. He's just sitting next to her in her personal space talking to her. So what happens is, even though in her mind, she's like, damn, I just had sex yesterday, and I was, doing a bunch of crazy yesterday with this other nigga, but this nigga here though, oh my God, I want him so bad. You see what I'm saying? So women will do that regardless if they're that sexually attracted. That's why when I'm dealing with a woman, it's easy for me to charge it to the game, because when I'm interacting with her, and let's say I'm flirting with her and I'm trying to make something happen that night, if she's like, oh, but I don't really know you like that, and we need to get to know each other, and I'm not the type of girl, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, you have a nice night. And then I just call it a day with her, because I know if she wanted to make it happen, she'd make it happen. Listen, I've had women telling themselves. I remember I met a girl at this bar one time. It was like an event or whatever. We talking and all that shit. And I asked her this question. I said, hey, I was like, you ever had a one night stand? And she was like, oh yeah, because we talk about dating and sex and relationships. I said, you ever had a one night stand? She was like, yeah, I met this guy one time, and like we went to this hotel and we got it popping. I said, cool. So then we was talking another maybe 20-30 minutes. I'm flirting with her with all that. And I said, listen, yo, come back to my place. You know what this chick told me? She said, oh, but, I got to get to know you a little better. So put two and two together. She just told me that she had a one-night stand before. Now she's telling me, right, she's telling me that, oh, I got to get to know you. What she's essentially saying is that the guy I fucked on that first night, I was sexually attracted to him. I'm not. That's how it works. So now, from when she said that, I was like, cool. I was like, you know what? You have a nice night. And the funny part was, she asked me, she said, hey, do you want to exchange numbers? I said, no, I'm good. I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, you have a nice night. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm talking about, where if they want to, they will. And they'll want to if they're that sexually attracted. If they're not going to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying. You pretty much shoot. Just because a woman can't play you, that don't mean that she finds you sexually attractive. That's pretty much what I'm getting from, because even though you saw what the play was, and that has happened to me as well. Even though you saw what the play was, she still was trying to play you, but she didn't find you sexually attractive like that.
Right.
But she found you attractive enough to have a conversation.
Exactly. Right. And to flirt and give her attention and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So, and so the fact that I asked her that question and she told me she did it, she's already told me that she does it or has the ability to do it or would do it if the opportunity presented itself where she found a guy sexually attractive enough to do it. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that if they want to, they will. And if they're turned on enough or they find the guy sexually attractive enough, they would. Because again, I've been in too many situations where I meet women and then we just hook up that quick. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to hook up with the woman quickly because I know if she's that sexually attracted to me, she'll fuck me tonight. The only exception is, let's say, logistics or whatever. But even then, there's times where I remember I smashed this chick in her hotel room while her friend was sleeping on the other bed. They were visiting from town. They had, the double beds in a hotel. Her friend was sleeping. You understand? And I smashed her right on the bed next to where her friend was sleeping. The friend didn't even wake up. I fucking had my hand over her mouth and shit. You understand what I'm saying? She was covering her mouth so she wouldn't make noise. You see what I mean? So that happens. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you, bro. So if they want to do it, they're going to do it.
Lucario, man, why you ain't got there? Wake the friend up and try to hit the friend.
Nah, I was good. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna do this shit and get the fuck out of here. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, don't let these women fool you with this whole story they have that they concoct. Oh, I'm not like that anymore. And if they're not like that anymore, I don't give a fuck. Then I'm still like that. So if you ain't like that anymore, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, we ain't got shit to talk about. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, man. All right, man. Shit, I think you gave me enough time, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. All right, so we're gonna take one more call. 832-832 was popping. Who this?
Chillin', this is Jay. I'm calling back again.
All right, what's good? What's good?
Chillin', man. I'm about to go out in a little bit, man. I was just calling to get some tips with some handsome man game. Hey, but but on some real shit, I was talking to my buddy, man, and I gave him some advice on something. But how would you deal? Well, your perspective. 'Cause I'm pretty sure other guys have been in this situation before. What advice would you give guys who are dealing with a woman, and when she gets mad, she says some shit? Like, for example, like let's say she asks you to, y'all coming over to cook, and she asks you to take out the meat, whatever, and you forgot to take it out, and she says some shit like, "Damn, you forgot again. I don't know why I still deal with your."
What? Hold on, his phone cut off. He probably gonna call back again. But I say that to this, again. Hold on, he called him back. Hold on, he called him back. All right, let me get you back on here real quick. All right, give me 1 second. All right, so 832, you back on?
Yeah, I think it's
okay. So you saying if you over the chick house and she giving you that type of energy, you saying what's the issue? Like, or what do you do?
Yeah, like what would be your perspective? Because I gave my friend some advice, but some guys deal with women and she gets mad and she finally explains how she really feels. For example, I told you to put the meat out, you didn't, and she said some shit like, "Man, you always forget this shit, man. This is why I should leave your ass. You're just a goofball." Like, how would you instruct guys to deal with shit like that? Because he tells me, "Oh man, she's just playing around." I said, "Nah, bro. I don't know about playing around."
Nah, see again. This is what happens when you don't vet women, because first of all, if I'm in a situation where I'm cooking with a woman, that means she's my girlfriend. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's no cooking with a woman that I'm just fucking or we just dating. You have to be my girl. And if you're my girl, that means I taught you how to treat me. I taught you how to be around me. So there would never be, that conversation would never happen. You see what I'm saying? So if that conversation happens, that dude fucked up somewhere. Either he made a chick, or he's given a chick boyfriend energy before she's his girl, or he didn't teach her how to be with him in that situation. And if that is his girl. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. A lot of times when dudes have problems and issues with women, it's because of their lack of leadership. It's because of their lack of vetting if they're in a situation with a woman like that. The fact that they're even in a situation for a woman to even be like ordering him around like that or talking to him like that, that's an issue. That's something he told her, or not necessarily told her, but it could be something within his actions that made her feel as if that type of conversation or interaction was okay. You see what I'm saying? The fact that he's like, oh yeah, she's just tripping. That's just how she is. He's allowed that situation to go down and for that conversation to happen. And the thing is this, when a woman acts that way towards a man, she don't respect him, because the thing is, her feeling okay to talk to him that way and for him to just go along with that enables her to keep talking to him that way. Now she feels justified in talking to you that way, because she's like, oh, this nigga's he's a loser. He's a fucking weirdo. He just, he's stupid. He don't know no better. That's why I got to talk to him like he a fucking idiot. You see what I'm saying? And he's allowing that to happen.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
The last one I'm gonna say before I get out here, I heard this comedian talk about how, and this goes back to leadership that I got from this, or poor leadership. One of the comedians was saying, yeah, man, y'all need to stop dating these women and get married to them, because once you get married or get in a relationship, all you're doing is building a case for divorce. And I'm like, damn, like, y'all look at it like that. So what's your thoughts on that? Like, you feel like that's a guy saying some shit with lack of leadership or lack of awareness, or just a guy with negative thoughts? Like what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you come in at it in that sense, it's more so, looking at it in a negative way just in general, but also this is the thing with relationships, whether, you're married, have a girlfriend, whatever it is like that, right? The issue with even marriage a lot of times is the death do us part type of vibe in a marriage. Because see, with any relationship, all relationships are going to end. Either you guys are going to die or you're going to break up. It's one of the two. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to end. The deal is, are you getting what you want within the relationship? And have you learned anything about yourself within the interim of that relationship? So it's not anything that, because see, people think that a relationship lasting long equals success, right? That's not necessarily the case, because you can be in a long relationship and the relationship is shit. You could be the nigga that your girl is telling you, didn't I tell you to take the meat out? You stupid. You could be in that type of relationship, right? So just because you're in a long relationship don't mean the relationship is healthy or it's beneficial. So the thing is that if a guy's going to get married, not only men, but women, but people in general need to stop getting married just with the hopes of staying together forever. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to get married, you get married because you want to have that union between you and that person, right? To have a relationship that's going to do this, and that. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is the shit could end. But it ending shouldn't necessarily be that the relationship is unsuccessful, right? Because what happens is that the relationship could have just ran its course. But while you have the relationship, the woman should be cooperative with you, right? You should be a guy who's consistent in your relationship, right? So if your relationship lasts, let's say 5 years, right? Within those 5 years, she should have been cooperative. Within those 5 years, she should have basically been adhering to your leadership. And then whatever happens after that 5 years, maybe you say, well, we're growing apart, we want different things, or whatever it is, and then it ends. But the problem is that you got a lot of motherfuckers out here. The reason why they fuck up is because they have these expectations that, in order for this marriage or relationship to be successful or beneficial, we just got to keep it going, even though it may not necessarily be beneficial to keep it going. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about going into it worried about it ending. It's about going into it, enjoying it for what it is as you're having it. And then if it has to end for whatever reason, then it ends. But the main part about it is you enjoying the situation as is and not worrying about what the fuck's going to happen later. That's the problem with a lot of motherfuckers with it. And the thing is, the reason why people worry about that is because they're looking at it like, damn, well, if I get divorced, then she's going to take half my shit. Okay, cool. If that's the case, right? Then what happens is that you don't really have any influence over your woman, or you haven't allowed your woman to contribute so that if she does get half, then it's half that's well earned. You see what I'm saying? So all of this still goes back to game at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they tell Need none.
Right, exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Last thing before I go,
Yes,
last
sir.
thing before I go, I know young guys are trying to come up in this game of YouTube and speaking information. What's your thoughts on guys trying to steal your shit so they could be the new nigga on the block? Giving out
man.
information that you've been preaching for years. Like, what's your thoughts on
No,
that?
I just listen, man. I've always hated when dudes are not original and don't come up with their own shit. It's the worst shit ever. Because this is the thing. Even if you say something, like every time that I've talked about something Alan Roger Curry said or Ron Will said or Steve or whoever, I would always say, shout out to so-and-so, he said this, or so-and-so said that, or so-and-so talks about this. I never talk about something that I don't talk about or never said and make it sound like I'm saying it from my own mind. No, I'm saying I got this from this person. The problem with a lot of these young niggas is they make videos and they take shit from other people and then pretend that they came up with it. But the problem with that is, and the reason why it's disrespectful is because the reason why the person you're taking from got that knowledge is because they actually lived that shit to be able to really speak it and say it. So if you're just saying shit and then on top of that, you're trying to teach people, what happens is you don't have any real experience from what you're saying is coming from. So then when you're trying to teach a person, you can't really teach them because you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about. You never been from that experience. You see what I'm saying? So it's terrible. And on top of that, this is the thing. I would rather niggas have their own shit, because if I'm watching your channel or your videos and you talking about game, that's how I'll learn game also, because I'm learning from what you're talking about, or I'm seeing the similarities between what we're saying because you're actually out there. So how the fuck am I going to learn shit when I'm watching your video and it sounds like I'm listening to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit is ridiculous.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I find it hard to get inspired if you see just like a parrot just regurgitating shit you're saying.
Exactly. It's like, come on, man. This shit crazy, bro. Shit is crazy.
All right, man. Keep doing your thing, Lucario, man.
Yes, sir.
Out, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man. I'm holla. Peace. All right. So let me cut the phone lines real quick. Let me get to some of these questions really quick before we wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So it says, are you covering the Jeezy divorce situation? We did actually. We did it today on the Bad Boy Show. So go to go to patreon.com/Mr. Lucario. We talked about the Jeezy situation. We talked about Remy Ma and Papoose situation. We talked about the Russell Brand situation. We talked about a lot of shit in the news. So guys, go to patreon.com/Mr. Lucario and join the Patreon so you can listen to the Bad Boy Show and get all that shit cracking. So it says, can you explain why it's easier to get women, assuming you consistently approach when you already have a woman/women you are dealing with, versus when you are getting nothing and dealing with no women? Well, sometimes what happens is the reason why it's easier is because you're not as thirsty. So a lot of times when you don't got shit going on, you might be a little more thirsty, and then the thirstiness creates that energy of neediness, which isn't attractive. You feel what I'm saying? So this one says, for physical attraction, do you think a woman's face or body is more important? It depends on the guy. It depends on the guy. Some guys, for the body is more important. Some guys, the face is more important. Some guys, both is important. So it just depends on the guy. You feel what I'm saying? Or are you saying, oh yeah. So because at first I thought you said is the other way around. All right. So it says difference between cooperation and compromise. So cooperation is working with. Compromise is having to bend over backwards or even like push what you want to the side to make something work. Right. So cooperation is always better than compromise. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even actually believe in compromising in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like I believe in cooperation. So which means that if I'm in a relationship with someone and they feel like they're always compromising, then they're in the wrong relationship. You see what I'm saying? It should be two people who feel free being together. The problem is most relationships are two people feel like they're compromising all the time, and that's where shit, goes astray. You feel what I'm saying? Says, why don't you guys expand your topics when it comes to game? Why does it always have to in relation to women. There's more to the game than just women. What about spirituality, finances, health, etc.? Go to my other channel called Locario Motivation. Go type in Locario Motivation on YouTube, and that's the other channel. So there you go. It says, Uncle Locario, would you say it's an issue if you don't like talking to women at all unless you are trying to get at them? Well, this is the thing. What I would say to that is if you don't like talking to women, right, unless you're trying to get at them, you have to be at the level of game where you can do that. Because some guys, for example, they don't like talking to women, because they're scared. So if you're scared to talk to women, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to talk to this girl right here because I want to get at her real quick. You don't have the skill or know-how to do that because you hardly talk to women anyway. See, most guys who talk to women like talking to women. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't like talking to women, you're probably going to have a hard time attracting women because you just don't like talking to women. But you have guys who know how to attract women who may not like talking to women, but because they're so skilled, they can still pull it off. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself, what's the reason why you don't like talking to women? Like, you got to see what that's about. You said, how do you bring back dead numbers, chicks you hooked up with on the first date? Well, go to badboymembership.com and check out the program. I have a program about, getting out of a dry spell. And I talk about how to, hitting up chicks that you used to fuck with and trying to get shit going back with them. You feel what I'm saying? So this one says, what does this shit say? Hold on. Let me see. All right. It says, can you do a program for getting women while broke? Bro, all my programs are about getting women, period, whether you're broke or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's not anything special about getting a woman while you're broke. You can get a woman while you're broke or have money. It don't make a difference. It's the same shit as everything else. So we ever covered the Kevin Porter Jr. situation? I don't even know what that's about. I gotta look that shit up. I have no idea what that's about. But guys, listen, man, I'm about to wrap this shit up. Make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Be on the lookout for the Vegas seminar. We're going to have that at the beginning of October so that you guys can get that shit cracking. You feel what I mean? And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I will holler at y'all later. And remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace. I am gone. I'm out. Later.
I am a motherfucking